Assalamualaikum and good evening to my friend Savesh and to my lecturer Sir Abdul Rafil. So today this is a topic for our academic interaction presentation rehearsals. So the topic we're going to present today is the roles of agricultural officers and higher institution in the agricultural sector. So before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Ibn Razman bin Muhammad Saleh. My matric number is 208493. I will pass to Savesh.
Okay, hello, and thank you, Ibno. My name is Sarvesh Kumar, son of Vinod, and my metric number is 208978. And now I would like to pass back to Ibno.
So before go to the further point, so I will I will explain the meaning of the agricultural extension. So agricultural extension is a service or system which assists farm people through educational procedures in improving farming methods and techniques and increasing production efficiency and income, bettering their levels of living and lifting social and educational standards. And for me, uh, it is necessary that there should be such an institution which should act as a bridge between the scientists and the farmers, and it should introduce new techniques to the farmers and address the problems of farmers to the scientists. And it is more important to lay emphasis on how they are teach instead of on what to teach, so that the farmers can be encouraged to adopt new research techniques easily. So I will go to the next slide. This is what we list of the characteristic of extension program. The first one is the one of the government policies formed based on constitution. And the second is unlimited service, whether continuous or ongoing. So on this point, for me, the best service from government is introduce or register the farmer in MyGap. The MyGap is what we call one link or system that farmer must register, and the benefit will the farmer will get the subsidy of the resource for plantation purpose. And actually the MyGap is the what we call it, the farmer is run the plantation without any chemical substance. And then the third one is the one type of informal education, which is the knowledge with the intermediate extension agent and also intermediate extension agent and specific receivers such as a community. And then the next is involvement with freedom, which is a no enforcement for the farmers. And then the next point is valuing people more than material, because we prioritize the need and requirement of the farmers. And next is with the freedom of planning and developing program at the local level. So this point is must based on the present condition. And then the last one is involving all family members for the cooperation purpose. So for me, I will explain the agricultural officer's roles. This is an example of the role. The first one is serving agricultural in the community. So we can see they can do the composting or recommended and introduce a new technique to the farmers. Composting may practical teach them turning garden waste, fallen leaf, food scraps, and more into natural fertilizer. The purpose is to promote the higher yields of agricultural crops. So I will explain in detail what is composting. So the composting, actually this process involves the four main components, which is first one is the organic matter. So organic matter we can take from the plant material and the animal manners. And then the second is moisture, which is the waste need a good moisture. If the waste are too dry, the material will decompose very slowly. And then the third is oxygen, which is oxygen is to support the breakdown of the plant material by the bacteria. And the last one is the bacteria. As the bacteria decompose the material, they release heat which concentrated in the center of the pile. So other than that, I can say that the compost can help in aid reforestation, wetlands restoration, and then also enhance water retention in the soils. And then the next point, educating the public about the technology in the agriculture. So the purpose is for increasing the crop production for home consumption and export. So for the increasing the technology in agriculture, this is based on the what the farmer doing. Example, if the farmer lack knowledge of the plantation of paddy, so we should introduce or recommend the farmer the technology which is we use the drones. So the drones will help the farmers from expect the fertilizer, from expect the mapping and the other else. So actually the technology is the application of knowledge for practical purpose and is used to improve the human condition. The way the natural, improve the human condition, the natural environment, and to carry out the other socio-economic activities. So what I can say, when the farmers start using technology, they are save their costs, save their time, save their energy, and the crop production yield is increased immediately. That's point from me. I will pass to Savesh for explain the roles of the higher institution.
All right. Thank you, Ibno, for passing the floor to me. Okay, today I will be talking about the roles of higher institutions in the agricultural sector. As we all know, the number of individuals working in the agricultural field has continued to decline in several countries throughout the world. Today's agrarian communities are dwindling, and it is also related to a large-scale movement from the rural to urban areas. It makes no difference how many people relocate to cities. Agriculture will continue to be the most important source of food and raw materials for food goods. In light of this, innovative approaches to the agricultural research and education are required. So, as you see, the roles of higher institutions. The roles of higher institution is actually to help the agricultural sector improve and develop, where the first one is the agricultural research centers and followed by the development of agricultural studies through innovation. Next slide, please. Okay, for the agricultural research center, Universities are the cornerstones of agricultural education and research development. For example, we know University Putra Malaysia is a great example for Malaysians to pursue their higher studies in the agricultural sector. They are crucial in the development of students, where these pupils safeguard the sectors for a long time viability. Producers also benefit from the research-induced production since it helps them to generate more, and it is then sold in order for them to make more money. Not only that, but the university also educates the student before this knowledge reaches the farmer, and it aids the development of research mindset in the agriculture field. Upon following graduation, students can apply what they have learned on the farm to help the farmers to enhance their product quality and quantity. However, at the university level, this knowledge must be regularly developed, as it will ensure that agriculture is kept up to date with the newest technologies and trends. Besides that, teaching and developing agriculture directly impacts the supply and demand models. According to a recent study, agricultural development and research help shift the supply curve downwards, while the demand curve remains stable. The result is an increase in production and consumption volume at reduced prices. Next slide, please. For the next point is where the development of agricultural studies through innovation. Okay, for this part, I would like to explain about how agricultural studies is developed through innovation. As we all know that every industry is currently reliant on innovation for growth and success. It is also same in the agricultural industry, where innovation does not begin on the farm or in the factory, rather it begins at the university level. It then spreads to farm and agricultural produce transportation systems, manufacturing, and distribution systems. The research departments of university plays a significant role in innovation, where they allocate funds to each department so that researchers and students can collaborate to develop a new technology. The researchers and teachers teach the students, and when they create new technology, researchers and teachers benefit them as well. They all lead to agricultural research and studies. And furthermore, with all this help from research areas and institutes, it also provides job for people, and by that, people can eventually come out of poverty, especially for those who are in the urban or rural areas. And hence, better entrepreneurs can be formed through the help of institute or doing more further research, so that in future they can become a more successful and knowledgeable entrepreneur. That's all from my part. Thank you. And our presentation ends now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.